Beau here, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over what gear I use in 2021. I just completely revamped my whole system. I am buying more and more gear and I'm updating everything. So I'm going to tell you what I had previous and what I have now. So first things first is the GoPro. So I have this GoPro. This is a GoPro 9 Black. However, I used to use the 5 Blacks. I have two of these. I actually gave, well, now I have one. I gave one away the other day to a friend. So now I have one GoPro Black 5 and a GoPro Black 9. The 9 I absolutely love a whole lot more than the 5. It's more steady. The colors though are still oversaturated. That's one thing about GoPro that drives me insane is how saturated the colors get. Maybe I just don't know how to operate a GoPro. I really haven't taken a lot of time to figure out GoPros for some reason. They just haven't ever been my exciting point. Next, a Mini 2. So I started out with the Phantom 3 4 years ago, and I sold that one to upgrade to the Mavic Pro. Well, this fall my Mavic Pro had an accident. By an accident I mean like in a lot of pieces, it's not salvageable, it was smashed. So I first bought the Mavic Air 2 and I absolutely loved the drone, but however I started doing my research and realized Mexico and a couple other countries, they're very strict on drones to where I didn't really want to take the chance. So I actually ended up getting the Mini 2. I absolutely love the Mini 2. At first, I wasn't a big fan, but the more I fly it, the more I realize how easy it is and how idiot-proof they've made these. So yeah, I have the Mini 2 now. I absolutely love it. The footage is incredible. I'll show a shot right now. It is top-notch. Next, I bought this about a year ago, the G7X, Canon G7X Mark III. I started out with a Mark II 4 years ago, and then I actually sold it so I could afford my Sony mirrorless camera. However, it wasn't a great vlogging camera, or I didn't like it. A lot of people use it. I didn't like it. So I ended up getting the G7X Mark III about a year ago for my Costa Rica trip, and actually filmed the whole thing on there, and I actually film a lot of B-roll on this camera. I know it's odd, but my B-roll is not as quality as I would want, but I mean, for a small camera, I can throw my backpack, take it out of my pocket, throw it around, just kick it on, and instantly it's ready to go. It's actually not a bad camera at all to have. G7X Mark III. Next, I'm going to go over my old camera. This is my Sony A6300. I have multiple lenses. I have, I believe it's a 75 to 210. I have a 50mm lens and a 35mm lens and a 16. But I like the Sony camera. It's great on pictures. I absolutely love taking pictures with it. But one thing I was never really impressed with was the video. Not video quality, but just the way it did it. Nothing was easy with this camera. My autofocus never seemed to be spot on. It just never really was what I hoped for videoing. Maybe I just didn't know how to use it. That could be definitely part of it. But it just never really shined in the video, and overheating. It overheated, and that drove me insane. Because there would be times I'd be doing videos like this where I maybe take a couple times to shoot it, take me 20 minutes, and yeah, overheating. I get extremely mad whenever it overheated. So to bring my stress down, I got a new camera. So that new camera is actually the Canon A73. I'm actually filming on it right now. I absolutely love this camera. I've used it for the past week, and just the autofocus, whenever I'm doing videos like this, and just the quality of video that it spits out is incredible. It's smooth. It's I wish I would have upgraded 2 years ago whenever I first thought about it. But this camera was on sale the other day, and I decided, well, why not? So I bought this camera. Also got the Tamron 28 to 75mm 2.8 f-stop lens. I was going to get the Sony, but for twice the cost. I think this one was $800. The Sony was going to be $1,600. For twice the cost, I read the reviews. Tamron, they said it's perfectly great. It's awesome. I'm using it. I've used it last week and absolutely love it. So I highly, highly suggest this lens. And I think this is going to be a great lens to start out with, but it could possibly become one of my one and only lenses that I'm traveling with. That's my hope. I may still bring a 35mm with me, but I mean, this one so far, it's been great for portraits. It's been great for little bit of landscape photography. So I mean, all in all, I've been very impressed with this one. Next, haven't taken it out of the box yet, but a Gorillapod. I am extremely excited for the Gorillapod because I've never actually had a Joby Gorillapod. I've always bought them in the street markets of Bangkok and stuff like that for like $5 or $10. And they last me about a couple weeks and then they break and I'm like, ah, well. So I'm super excited to actually get the on-brand one that is going to go with the A7 III. I figured if I was doing it, might as well do it right. And I didn't want a cheap Gorillapod holding up my A7 III, because if that breaks, my A7 III breaks, I'm not going to be a very happy guy. And then of course, I also have all of the lens covers and filters. New 128GB. I'm not gonna like go too deep into that stuff, but yeah, that is my main gear. I also have a 2015 MacBook Pro that I use. It's still keeping up. Sometimes it lags a bit when I run video editing, but yeah, that is my gear for 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions on any of this gear, you can send me a message on Instagram or comment down below, and I'll help you out in however I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Beau out.